All right, guys. We will go ahead and get started here. Again, really glad to have you aboard here today. So we'll go ahead and get going. Like I mentioned before, if you grab pen and pencil, paper to take some notes, always a good thing. And if you do have a chance to log on to your profile, that we're going to talk about some different items on the profile here today. So thanks again for spending some time with me here today on this Tuesday. So my name is Coach Emily Johnson. I'm one of the head soccer recruiting coaches here at NCSA. So I coach college soccer. I played college soccer, had a great experience. So all of the head recruiting coaches here, whether it's soccer, basketball, baseball, volleyball, track and field, that coach has played your sport in college. So he's a great person to get some information from. So we've got excellent people and excellent staff here at NCSA. So please use our resources. What we want to do here today, welcome to the team for sure. Glad that you have joined us at NCSA. We're excited to work with you guys. Things to know about recruiting is that it is a competition. You think about this number, there are over 7 million high school student athletes out there, and 2% of that 7 million will play on a college roster. So if you pie graph, I'm more of a visual learner myself, so if I look at that pie graph here, yeah, kind of slim number of students that actually do participate. So CSA definitely gives you a competitive edge over the millions who want those roster spots. Okay. Last year alone, we made over 12 million connections between student athletes and college coaches. So just like being great at your sport, being great at recruiting, it does take hard work, coaching, teamwork, and a solid game plan. Your game plan for success starts right now, okay? And guys, our session here tonight is usually anywhere between 30 minutes to 40 minutes. It just depends on questions. And what I'll do, folks, if you can save your questions until the end of the presentation, that usually works. The flow works a little bit better that way. So you can always type them into the chat box, but if you can hold on until the end, that will work just better for us, okay? Well, let's talk about goals first. So your goal as a student athlete, you want to commit to play at the best fit school for you. A lot of great schools out there, but you're trying to find the best fit for you, not the best fit for your best friend or for your parents, but really for you. So from an athletic standpoint, academic, geographic, financial, and social. So all of these pieces are really important to making that college decision. So our goals here at NCSA, we want to connect you with college coaches at your best fit target schools. We want to educate you on the major milestones through your recruiting journey and provide you with those resources you need to take an advantage over your peers, right? So we've got a lot of great resources here and really want to give you that advantage, okay? Let me, guys, I'm going to have to write a quick note. Somebody can't hear, so if you guys hold on 1 second. Let's see. Go ahead and call into the number so you can hear. So let's keep moving forward here. So student athletes. So we have talked to and polled our most successful student athletes that have worked through NCSA, and this is what they told us. That they had their video. Okay, that's one of the number one things, especially if you're a video sport. If you're a time sport, swimming, track and field, cross country, you guys will want to put your personal records on there, your personal best times. Okay, so video is how college coaches evaluate you and how we will match you with college coaches. So for all of the video sports, really critical to getting to that next step where we match you with schools and, how coaches evaluate you, which is so important. Have a detailed profile. So include any high school, and in high school, that's where you guys want to start with. If you're in high school yet, that's okay. You can add like your 8th grade or 7th or 8th grade information. But you want to include the high school club seasons, or your high school season, your transcripts, your personal statement. This is your athletic resume. So when coaches click on your profile, they want to see as much information as can to learn as much about you as they can. So recommend, and our most successful student athletes, 1 hour per week on recruiting at a minimum. So that is looking at the NCSA University tab, find colleges, researching schools, communicating with coaches, coaching sessions, run to communication from NCSA. Okay, so these are some things that you can work on when you're like, oh, what am I going to spend an hour a week on recruiting-wise? There's a lot of different stuff on here, folks, that you can learn about the next steps, and the research, again, is a key part. Okay? So another thing that we recommend is treating responses from us at NCSA. So if we send you like a text message like, hey, Ava, this is Coach Emily at NCSA. How's your video coming along? Do you need some help adding it to your profile? Like, if we send out a text like that, we just say, act like it's from a college coach. So you want to respond to that message and get into that groove of responding to coaches, within, ideally, 24 hours. You want to get back to college coaches. So have a coaching session with your membership. Go ahead and use that. And we've got great knowledge here on our NCSA staff. So we definitely want to talk with you, guide you through the recruiting process. Download that iPhone or Android app if applicable or if possible, okay? I know you guys are on your phone a lot, so, hey, get your profile on there. Another thing that will be your fingertips, okay? So those are some things that have worked well for our most successful student athletes. So I know I was talking about video, so let's talk about how to add it. I always get a lot of questions from families like, hey, Emily, how do we get video to you? What's, the best way to do that? Well, I'll tell you what, guys, this is one of the best ways that you can get video to us. You're going to, if you're looking at your profile, you want to click on the Edit Profile tab, okay? And then you're going to see video. So you're going to go ahead and add the video. Now, have video on your computer, then you can click this Upload New Video and go through the steps. It will ask you, like, hey, do you want NCSA to edit this video? If you do, we make great videos here. So if you have video with your membership, to get that edited, then you can hit Upload, okay? If you've got YouTube, you can click the YouTube button here, and then you put the link in for your YouTube, and you name it. So these are some great ways to do that. Guys, you can add up to 6 YouTube videos on your profile. So again, that's a great way to get some additional video information on here. And then if you have Huddle, you can also use that. We work with Huddle, so we can definitely make a great video for you. Okay. That's probably the best way to get video to us. You can also, if you want, if you have it on a flash drive, you can always send it to us in the mail, or if you have it on a disk, you can mail it to us. So those are some other ways to get that video. But if you can, add it directly to your profile. Okay, so that's the steps to do that. If you do have any questions, you can always call our main line at 877-845-672. We'll be happy to help walk you through that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the NCSA Advantage. So we do have our team of experts. We have a recruiting coach support team, and we're open 7 days a week. Like I just told you, that main number, put this in your phone if you don't have it in there already. This is our main line, the 877-845-6272. We do have an active network of college coaches. We have over 42,000 active college coaches searching for athletes on NCSA. We also have exclusive roster openings and coach requests. I'll show you where that is in a little bit, which is really cool. We're in classes, so we have a lot more educational classes. You know, this is the first one in your class regime. So this is rookie orientation, and I'll tell you kind of a schedule to look at for classes to take. And then if you have a head recruiting coach or a team of head recruiting coaches, you know, you can always do an evaluation session, a coaching session, and then periodic check-ins. So these are some things that NCSA will guide you with. Your tool on here, so your profile, it's your digital resume. We've got matching technology. We'll go over that in a little bit. NCSA University, this is the self-guided path to college curriculum. Really, each step of what you need to do to be successful in the recruiting process. We do also have CSA Message Center. You have to emailing college coaches through NCSA. You already have their emails in there. And your coach activity report. So you can learn about coaches and what they're looking for, and if they're opening emails and if they're following you. So that's a pretty good thing. But you guys got to log on to your profile to use these things. So again, we want you to log in on for at least an hour a week. You know, I think like every other day would be awesome. You know, just try into that rhythm because there's a lot of cool things on there, especially if you have the app on your phone. Okay. Let's talk a little bit more about the matching technology. Okay. So when we match you with schools, you know, we're trying to find that best fit for your academics, for your athletics, for your preferences, okay? So these are the types of things that we do look at and consider. Your J, your transcripts, your SAT and ACT, and it's okay if you haven't taken that yet. That's no worries there. Class rank, and if you're taking honors or AP classes. From that standpoint, we're looking at the video, okay, your stats, your key stats, any accolades that you may have won, also your history, okay, and then definitely your key stats here. So these are some things that we're looking at from that athletic standpoint. Okay, travel, club, your height and weight, those are some additional things that we're going to look at. Okay, so that's from the athletic standpoint. But again, that video is so important so coaches evaluate you. And again, if you're a time sport, like I said before, get your best times up there. Preferences. Okay, so that's something too that we're going to look at when we're matching you with schools. So your states geographically that you're interested in, your academic selectivity, size of school, the town, city setting, academic majors. Okay, so your preference section is really cool. This is something that you guys can up at any time. It's really for you, and so it's important to keep these things updated. Okay, and then got the college coaches. All right, so they also have their own NCSA page. Every college coach has free access to NCSA, and so we are, trying that insider knowledge from coaches. Like when we talk to coaches, hey, Emily, we're looking for a goalkeeper for the 2018 class. Can you send us some? So we've got that insider information. If a coach is following you, that's always a really positive thing. We look at the team's success over the past 3 years to say, hey, this is a really competitive program, or hey, this program's just getting on their feet. They're in, their trials here. So we do look at that information, preference geographically of where coaches are recruiting from, and then the admission requirements. Okay, so really in a nutshell, the matching is your academic achievement, your academic achievement, your preferences, which again, you guys did something that you own, your preferences, and match it with the college coach's preferences. That's how the matching technology works. Okay, so let's talk about those exclusive college coach connections, so roster openings. Okay, so this is important, guys. Um, NCSA, we have roster openings and coach requests that can be found on your Find Colleges tab. If you guys are on your profile right now, if you click on to the Find Colleges tab, you'll see a tab for roster openings and coach requests. Roster openings, this is when it's kind of like a job board. College coaches post openings saying, hey, we're looking for a 2019 setter. This is what we're looking for, and they're going to give some information about what they're looking for, okay? And next to it, the coach request, this is something that will go in here, and they're going to update their information. They're going to let you know what they're looking for, which particular classes they're still recruiting, and give some detailed information about their college, okay? So we have 2,000 roster openings that are added monthly, which is pretty awesome, and those are the specific positional needs that coaches are looking for. And we have around 1,000 coach requests that are added monthly. So that's information about their program, their school, or their coach, and this is added by that college coach. These are two tabs that I would pay, close attention to: the Find Colleges, roster openings, and coach requests. Guys, make sure you're using that, seeing, what possibilities are out there for you. Talk about, we call this your RMS, your recruiting management system, so your profile in general. You can email and connect with college coaches through your message center. So everybody has a message center. If you're looking at your profile, it's this little envelope here next to your little picture, okay? So you're going to click on that envelope. This keeps track of interested coaches, your coach activity report in the My Colleges tab. And it keeps track of profile views, follows, open emails, new search appearances. But you can always, from your message center, this is where you're going to email those coaches from. So you just click that little envelope there, okay? So looking at the NCSA University tab, this is where you sign up for classes, okay? So the Path to College really keeps your recruiting process on track. What you need to do next. So it gives you some goals to work toward. Okay, that's the Path to College here. And it manages your different milestones that you achieve through the recruiting process. So pretty cool. Drills on the right-hand side are interactive short drills to help you retain information quickly on a particular subject, so you can choose. Then we have additional resources, of course, the recruit classes. So these are the webinars that we host. The video library. So if you're looking for a particular video, particular subject, you can typically find that in the video library. The resource library, really helpful. And then the roadmap is really based on what grad year you are and what you should be striving towards. Okay? So these are some great educational tools. So the NCSA University tab, that is really the educational piece to the profile, okay? Questions. Okay, so this is that one-on-one session with your head recruiting coach. Some of you guys will have that with your membership. So what you would do is you're going to click on that little picture up there. So again, guys, click on that if you're following along here. You're going to click the Get a Coaching Session, okay? And then you will find a schedule here. If you are assigned a specific head recruiting coach, it will be their schedule. If you have a team of head recruiting coaches, it will have the available times so you can sign up for that. Okay, so we have that the coaching session, which is a 30-minute session, and then we also have that 60-minute evaluation session, which once you have your video up here, we'll do that detailed evaluation of your video and skills. We'll have a discussion around target list of schools and a game plan connecting you to those coaches, okay? And as if you, like the memberships that have the coaching sessions, that would be the MVP memberships and the elite memberships. If you're a champion member and you're like, hey, this sounds pretty cool, I want to get one of these, you would just go to, let your head recruiting coach know, and we can kind of walk you through how to purchase a coaching session a la carte. Okay, so we can walk you through that. But they're really beneficial. You want to make sure that you use them. Okay, so Elite, MVP, make sure you're using these. And like I said, if you are a champion member, you can always add that. All right. Then we have, after these two sessions, especially with MVPs, we have the maintenance sessions, the emailing coaches, phone calls to coaches, leveraging offers, making decisions. So these are all good things that you guys can choose. So again, go to that little picture, get a coaching session, find a time that works best for your schedule, and schedule it. All right. Talk about here a game plan for the next 30 days. Okay, and I will open it up to questions from you guys. So what we're really looking for you guys to do, you go to the edit profile section. This is the information that you will see of, hey, this is what I need to achieve next. So you want to complete the edit profile section on NCSA, add as much information as you can on there. So to be searchable by college coaches, okay, so when college coaches are on NCSA, if they're searching student athletes that match your description, you need to make sure that you have these items added to be searched by coaches. So your GA, then high school, your height, weight, for a position or event, and for football and basketball, you need to add at least one of your key stats. So that's how you are searchable by college coaches. If you have the opportunity to upload your transcripts, I tell my student athletes to do is take a picture of your last report card, or if you're starting school here, which I know some of you guys are getting ready to do that, you can always drop in to your guidance counselor and get a copy of your transcripts. They do not have to be official. So you can take a picture and then add that picture under the Edit Profile tab on the NCSA app. So we try to make it user-friendly and as easy as it possibly can be to add that information. You want to sign up for another recruiting class. I would recommend your Sport 1 class. So, Soccer 101, sign up for that class, Football 101, Volleyball 101. Go ahead and sign up for that class. Finding the right school for you, also another good class. Emailing coaches the right way, another great class to take. So go ahead and sign up for those. Send your video or update your times and events. We want to try to get that in this month. Okay, so this is the August 8th. So hopefully by September 8th or the middle of September, you can get your video up here. Okay, and definitely contact us. Questions or concerns at any time. We're here to help you guys. Okay? So I want to go ahead. Let's just go over these past stats and then we'll open it up for questions. So, are you ready to be the next college student athlete? Yeah, I think so. You guys are with us, so I know you're going to be working toward that. So, these are some really cool stats to look at. 90+% of NCSA athletes have the opportunity to play in college. Okay, great percentage. Over 100,000 plus NCSA athletes have committed to programs since 2000. Like before, over 42,000 college coaches use the NCSA platform with millions of connections. On average, NCSA athletes receive $16,700 in scholarships per year, which is pretty amazing. So we're here to help you guys. So now open it up for any questions. Guys, use the chat box on here if you do have any questions. Go ahead and use that chat box, okay? I'm going to get some water while you're thinking about questions. Yeah, so Chris, good question here. What is the best format to send a video in? So Chris, I would say if you can upload, so if you have it on your computer, if you have a video camera, that's definitely, good to go there. I would just add it and upload it to your computer. Um, if you go on, I'll show you this information here. Okay. If you hold on a second, Chris, what I'll do is I'll show you where to find. There's a whole section on the best format. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to bring up a profile page and show you where that is. So hold on here so I can show you guys that. Let me bring up the profile. So I'm going to share, like I said, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Okay. So if you're here, you would go on to the Edit Profile tab, and you're going to go on to the Video tab. You would go to, hey, I need help with my video. Click on this. Look at this information. And here's how often do I need to add new video. Okay, that's a good question. I know that was on there for tennis. We typically recommend adding it after each season for video, but they do have this information here on your video. So let's see. Here we go. So what I would do is what I include on my video. So then you would click on, like if we click here, like the baseball video guidelines. This will show information specifically, okay, what you guys need to use. And then they do have information on best formats to use. So that was kind of a long answer to your question here. But that is how you do that. Okay, Nikki, how frequently should you update your video for tennis? Again, probably after each season, like if you play varsity tennis, or if you're doing like we usually say from soccer, like every 3 to 4 months, it's a good idea to update your video. Cool. So for you guys to edit the video. So with memberships, you have a particular amount of videos. If you have the MVP membership, you have 4 videos included. You've got 2 with the Elite and Champion. That's where you would need to purchase the video. So it really depends on your membership. Yeah, good question. How do I determine whether or not an email coach is just trying to get you to come to their camp, or actually trying to reach out to you? So Zach, times the email about camps are mass emails coaches are sending out. So I think the best way to really know if a coach is interested is to ask them, whether it's via email or a phone call. Okay, if you're unable to upload your video to CSA, do any suggestions on how to upload the video? We also do. We have another feature that we use in another company. It's called WeTransfer. What I would do, Haley, is I would go ahead and just email our video team and just ask them, if they can give you some fun that. And the video email address is video. I'm typing it into ncsasports.org. Okay, you can call us on the 877-845-6272 number, and they can walk you through that. All right, Danny, yeah, should you put up your whole soccer schedule there, or just certain games? Yeah, so Danny, I would include your entire soccer schedule, and let me bring that up. I'll show you guys kind of how to do that. So let me share my screen with you again. So let me pop that up here, okay? All right, let me get out of this baseball video guide. Okay, so go to the Edit Profile tab. Okay? And then you go to the athletics tab. Okay, you're adding your high school information in. So you would just go to edit, and then this is where you can upload your team schedule. So then you can just add it right here. Okay? So that's somewhere where you can put your schedule there. Okay? And always you want to add like whatever year it is for your season. Sometimes people are, gosh, what year do I add? So just add like your year on there, whatever year this is. So 2017. Yes. Also, Christina, do we get notified when a college coach watches our video? Christina, if a college coach views your profile, you will see a view on there, but it doesn't differentiate between watching a video or clicking on your profile. So you will hear, like you get a view from coaches, so you know that they clicked on your profile. Remember when I talked about coaches are searching for you, so that's where you can see, college coaches doing a search, and then the follows, you'll have the binoculars on there, which is an indication that a coach is interested in you. Question. Let me bring it back here. All right. All right, cool. Okay, so Matt, should I reply to a coach if you're not interested in the school? And I would apply. I would reply to that coach and show you just a template that you can use for that. So if we jump back here, we go to the NCSA University tab. And Matt, just make sure that you're definitely sure you're not interested in that school. If you haven't heard about the school, it's okay. You want to look into it. So, each school on here, can be, a potential school. So make sure it's definitely one that you're not interested in. Okay, do a little research before you decide that. So, okay. So again, I want to go on to I'm already on here. So resource library is where you're going to go, and then you're going to go to guidelines for emailing coaches. And then you're going to see some templates. So, not interested in the school, here it is, reply to a coach's email if you're not interested. So there's the information right there. Okay? So you can definitely do that, but I do think it's good to reply. So Joanna, yeah, what does it mean when a coach starts to follow you on your profile? So Joanna, it can mean that coach has an interest in you, so if they choose to follow you, then your name would be on their recruiting board for the particular class here. Okay, so it's always a positive thing. Sometimes it will show as a follow if coaches are sending like mass emails about camps. So you want to make sure that if you just see a follow on the page, that could be just an email that coach sent out about camps. But if you see that they viewed your profile and they're following you, that's a positive sign that coach has an initial interest. Good question. Can coaches see if other coaches have contacted you? They cannot. Yeah. What should you include in your personal statement? Yeah. So Lauren, let me show you. This is kind of a good thing to follow here. I'm going to share my screen with you. Back here to go to the SA University tab. Okay. If you pop here, you're going to go on to your profile matters. Okay. You're going to look at your personal statement. So there's just a video information on your personal statement. So check that out. This is a good way to know what to include on your personal statement. Okay. All right. A couple other questions questions here on the question. How do you get your key stats verified? So that could be either a coach, it could be a trainer, it could be someone at your school, like a PE teacher, or, like I said, a trainer. That's how you can get those stats verified, okay? How do you get your transcripts on the website? So what you would do is get a copy of your transcripts from your guidance counselor, or you can use your lab report card, take a picture of it, and then add that photo from the NCSA app right on to where your transcripts are. So you just need to add the photo up there. Oh yeah, Jacob, to access the SAT or ACT prep, you just want to email NSA. So you can email your recruiting coach, or you can email recruitinghelp@ncsa.org. I'll show you where to find that. All right. So what time to contact coaches about your upcoming season? It's you want to go ahead and email before your season starts. So I would go ahead, once you have your schedule, go ahead and let them know what that is. So as soon as possible is always a good time to do that. We still email coaches who are not connected with NCSA through our profiles, or will we contact them from our personal email? So Riley, coaches' email addresses are in there. So I would go ahead, if you're looking for a particular coach, you just have to type it in, and then that coach's name should come up. Let me put that on here. I'll just share it with you here. So if we go to Message Center up here. So again, this is where you can reply and create that message. Okay, I'm just going to type in a school. So let's do like Winversity. Okay, that's the school. And you're going to select that coach. You've got different here. You can email everybody, or just email one of the coaches. And here's a link to your NCSA profile in there, so that's always a good thing. If you don't see a coach in there, you're like, hey, I didn't see that coach in there, then you can always let us know, and we will update that. All right, let me get to some more questions here. Matt, should you reach out to a coach if they searched you and start following you? Yeah, Matt, I would definitely, respond to that coach. You want to know if a coach is interested, so it's always good to reach out if you see some activity on your profile. Yeah, you can add a full game. Yes, you can. One of the things that our video team really would prefer you to do is go through that game and let us know when your highlights occur. So give the timestamp of when those highlights are. That really helps make sure that it's you on there and that we get the right highlights. So if you have time to do that, that's a really good thing to do. Yeah, so what if you are unsure whether or not you are interested in a specific school that emails you? How quickly should you respond to that coach? I would try to get back to that coach within 1 to 2 days, and you could even say, hey coach, thanks for your interest. However, I'm at the beginning of my recruiting process. I'd be happy to learn more about your school. So, you want to keep that door open, and you can let them know where you are in the recruiting process. Yeah. So, how fast should you reply to a coach's email? Within 1 to 2 days is always a good time to do that. Yeah. So Zach, that's a good question. So lots of coaches who run camps are volunteer coaches, so they are not listed on NCSA. I would go directly to the website of the particular school you're interested and then you want to go on to the staff directory. If the volunteer coaches are listed, then you can reach out to them that way. Yes, that's definitely a good idea. Chris asked, should you as a student athlete email a coach that follows you to find out how interested they are? Yeah, definitely. It's always good to start that conversation with coaches. So absolutely, definitely. No, Jacob, do you have to have your profile complete before coaches start looking at you? Jacob, once you have these items on your profile, let me go here and if you go back here, once you have these items on here, coaches can start searching for you. So your day, your high school, your height, weight, primary position, and ball and basketball, you need to add a key stat. Then coaches can start looking. So, you want to make sure you have as much information as you can on the profile, but it does not have to be complete before coaches start looking at it. Okay, good. So, yeah, once staffs are verified, does the high school coach or club coach need an account? Leah, you can just put their name in there. Yeah, they don't need to have a specific account. That's a good question. Last questions here. Yeah, I would say it's, typically the recruiting process will start with an email. So I say email first, and then you can definitely call. But that's a great question. Just to review, make sure you get as much information as you can on your profile, okay? Those transcripts or report card up there as soon as you can. Just take a picture, add it to the NCSA app, and really work on that video, getting that posted, okay? Great questions here tonight. I really appreciate you spending some time with me here, and you can follow up. Remember, put that NCSA phone number on there. Oh yeah, let me show you one other thing. Okay, so I'll share my desktop with you just to show you, like, if you wanted to reach out and you had any questions. So what you would do, guys, is you just go to to the Get Help up here, and then so you can go to Get Help and you can ask a question here, and if we're online, we'll talk with you, or you can email us. So help. This is always the number where you can find us. So you call us at that 877 number. So a lot of details up here in that little picture. But if you need help, just go ahead and contact that button, or just click that button there, okay? Your dashboard also, Chow, this is like a quick shot of what you've got on here. So your profile views, your follows, your emails, your searches. And if you need that help again, you can always, get help, and then you guys can contact here. So guys, I so much appreciate you spending some time here. I hope this helps you guys, get a little bit more familiar with NCSA and all the things that we're going to help you with. So, guys, best of luck in your process, and don't be afraid to reach out, okay, if you have questions. All right, guys, yeah, awesome. Oh, yeah, if you're interested in 2 different sports, you can also start a profile for your other sport that you have an interest in. Guys, well, take care. Again, thanks so much for spending some time with me here. Thank you guys, too. Okay, good luck.